In this video, I will be continuing my realistic offseason rebuild series going in order of the real life draft picks. The New Orleans Saints have pick number 14, so today we'll be rebuilding them. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen one of these realistic offseason rebuild series, it's basically we're going to be going more into depth and detail of what the team is going to do as far as re-signing players, what they're going to do in free agency, what they're going to do in the draft, and then we're going to simulate one full season and see how they do, and then that'll be the end of the video. The Saints have kept Dennis Allen as their head coach. They did make a change on the offensive side. They hired Clint Kubiak as their offensive coordinator. He's coming over from the 49ers as their quarterback coach last season. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch to the 49ers offensive playbook, which is a West Coast zone run. See where we're setting at scheme fit wise. We're at 73% on that. And we're still sticking with the same New Orleans Saints defensive playbook because Dennis Allen is a defensive coach. And they still have the same defensive coordinator whose name is Joe Woods. We'll be using realistic draft classes. As you can see, we have Caleb Williams here, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., all the real big name players and all the players coming out of college in real life that's going to be in this upcoming draft. The most recent update in Madden has it at Super Bowl week without the game actually being played, so I did have to force the Chiefs to win the game, so the score is not exactly right, but it does get the draft order in the correct order. All the other games that you see on here are what happened in real life. And we're going to be starting this rebuild right after the Super Bowl is over. We have three big name players retiring from the Saints here. We got tight end Jimmy Graham, the legend himself, retiring after 13 years. Tight end slash quarterback slash wide receiver slash running back slash kicker slash punter slash guy in the stands slash water boy Taysom Hill, retiring after 7 years. And then defensive end Cameron Jordan, the legend himself as well, retiring after 13 years. We only have $5.8 million available in cap room. The New Orleans Saints in real life have like negative $88 million in cap room or some ridiculous amount. They're always in trouble with the cap room, but they always figure out a way to get under it. So before we try to re-sign any of these players, I'm going to go through and try to manipulate the cap as much as possible and try to free up as much cap room as possible. There wasn't any contracts for players that I wanted to get rid of, so I didn't cut anybody, but I did restructure a ton of contracts, and as you can see, we got $44 million in cap room available now. I'm going to go ahead and try to re-sign Cesar Ruiz at right guard. He's 25 years old, 72 overall with star dev. Doesn't have basically no interest at all in coming to the team, so I'm going to juice this deal up to $10 million for 2 years, and he's coming back. Also, I do want to get Rashid Shaheed back at wide receiver, see him available in free agency all the time. He has zero interest. He is 26 years old, 79 overall with no dev. Let's go ahead and offer him a 3-year player-friendly deal and see if he takes it. No, he wants to go to free agency. He just hates playing for the Saints. All right. And I do want to try to bring Isaac Yiadom. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I want to try to bring him back. He's 28 years old. He's a cornerback, 76 overall with no dev. He has a lot of interest in coming back to the team, and he's relatively cheap. 1 year, $5 million. He should take that offer. Yep. And everyone else, pretty much just gonna let everyone else walk. It's gonna be out with the old, in with the new. We just make sure there's nobody else over here. At the very back end, we got a 31-year-old, 23 overall tight end that's a captain of the team. I'm guessing he's the long snapper in real life. They always make him the tight end for some reason. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. You know, we got David Carr at quarterback. He's only a 74 overall star dev. It's really not that great. I mean, it's good he has star dev, but 74 overall is not good. Hopefully this 49ers offensive playbook helps him out, and Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave and Jawan Johnson. And we also have Michael Thomas. He's injured. Dude's always injured, but he only has 1 more week of injury left. See if he can make it a full season without getting injured. We do need to try to get a third wide receiver. Honestly, the offensive line is not terrible. I mean, there's a lot of guys in the 70s, but we only have 1 starter that's going to be a normal dev guy. We could try to improve that maybe in free agency or the draft. We'll see how that goes. And we do have Ramczyk, 89 overall star dev at right tackle. So pretty much on offense, we just need a third wide receiver. Defensively, you can see we have a whole bunch of normal dev guys here. We got Brissy. He was a first round draft pick, I believe. Was he first rounder or second round? I think he was a first rounder. Let's look real quick. Yeah, first round pick number 29. He had 7 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks his rookie season. Not bad. We have Granderson, we have Turner, and we have Saunders. Could use probably try to get like an elite defensive end that's a pass rusher and upgrade this defensive tackle spot. The linebackers are not looking terrible. Could use another outside linebacker. Strong safety, we do have Marcus May coming off an injury, and Tyrann Mathieu still at 88 overall with star dev at free safety. Adebo is actually a really good cornerback. He's only 82 overall, but he has superstar dev. Then we have Taylor and Yadam we just brought back. So basically we just need, we could probably, I guess at cornerback we're all right. We have 3 of them. We don't have like that true #1 guy, but basically focusing on this defensive line here, we need to get a #1 defensive tackle and maybe an elite pass rusher and one more tackle and outside linebacker, like a run stopper. First player I'm targeting in free agency is going to be defensive tackle Grover Stewart. He's an 82 overall, scheme fit, star dev, 30 years old, has about 50% interest in coming to the team. He does have 3 other offers at the moment. So we're gonna have to juice this deal up a little bit. Let's go to 14.8 million and see if that's even competitive. And yeah, we're at the top by 2 bars, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. We do need to get another pass rush and defensive end. I'm gonna try to get Jonathan Grenard. He just had a breakout season with the Houston Texans in real life. He just had 12.5 sacks. He's 78 overall, scheme fit, star dev, 27 years old, has a good amount of interest, and he has no other offers at the moment. He's relatively inexpensive at about 9 million per year. It's gonna offer him this 2-year deal for 17.6 mil. We got 10 million left in cap room, so we're gonna have to shop cheap going forward. We need one more outside linebacker. I'm gonna try to get Tyrell Dotson. He's 76 overall, scheme fit, normal dev, 26 years old. He has a good amount of interest and no other offers at the moment. It's pretty cheap over here, 2-year deal for about 10.8 mil. We got 5 million left. We don't have enough cap room to try to get any other players that I want, so we're just gonna go ahead and evaluate the offers and see what happens here. We did get Grover Stewart and Tyrell Dotson, and we still got a target on Jonathan Grenard, but we got some competition from the Denver Broncos. I'm gonna go ahead and evaluate the offers. I don't want to up the offer anymore. And he signed with somebody. Was it us? No, he did not sign with us. So we're gonna have to go try to get another defensive end real quick. There's not a ton of options out here for a pass rusher, so I'm gonna try to get outside linebacker Josh Uche and moving a defensive end. He's 6'3", 245 pounds. He's only a 74 overall, but he does have star dev and he's 25 years old, so he's relatively young. He has basically no interest in coming to the team, and he does have 8 offers on the table, but he is cheap, so maybe we can juice up this deal and try to steal him from some of these other teams. He did have a 11 sack season with the Patriots 2 years ago in real life. And let's see if that makes it competitive or not. And we're tied with the Bills at the top. All right, I'll take it. Evaluating the offer right now. Did we get him? Yes, we got him. All right, we're done in free agency. We're here in the draft, and we have the 14th pick here in the first round. So I'm gonna skip through each pick one at a time and see what these teams are doing. Chicago Bears draft wide receiver Rome Odunze. What the heck with the #1 pick? Shocker. Next pick, we got the Commanders. They take Caleb Williams. Next, we got the Patriots taking Joe Alt at left tackle. Cardinals are going to draft Jared Verse, defensive end. Chargers take right tackle J.C. Latham from Alabama. The Giants draft Dallas Turner, outside linebacker. The Titans took tight end Brock Bowers. Falcons take defensive tackle Byron Murphy. Chicago Bears with their second pick take a left guard. The New York Jets take a left tackle. I'll just accidentally skip to the next user pick. I don't know why I keep doing that. And the Raiders got Marvin Harrison Jr. with the 13th pick. He fell all the way down. That is crazy. All right, it's our pick now. I'm going to go ahead and draft wide receiver Malik Nabers. We do need to get a third receiver. He's from LSU, 6 foot, 200 pounds. He's a deep threat. He's only 20 years old, so he's really young. He has elite acceleration, good agility, good change of direction, great jumping, great speed, and good strength. Does have B catching traffic, B catching, A deep route, A medium route, B release. He's got hidden dead with 93 speed. We're here in the second round, and after this, we don't have another pick until the 5th round. And there's a ton of wide receivers available here that other teams could potentially want to trade up for. I'm going to look into see what we could get. We try to trade down. Maybe we can get a couple of second round picks, or maybe pick up a 3rd or 4th or something. So I'm going to see what we have offers wise. We had 10 offers on the table from teams, and most of them are trying to give us draft picks from next year or even the year after. I'm trying to get help in this draft right now. The best offer is going to be the 49ers. They're willing to give us a 2nd, 3rd, and a 4th in this draft, and also a 7th in next year's draft. So that's going to give us a lot of picks that we don't have in this draft. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer. I'm curious to see what the 49ers wanted to trade up for, so I'm going to see right now. They took wide receiver Ladd McConkey from Georgia. All right, we're still in the second round, but we have pick 31 now since we traded with the 49ers. I'm going to take this middle linebacker, Edgerrin Cooper from Texas A&M. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. He's a field general, scheme fit. 22 years old. It looks like he has the potential to be good. He has good acceleration, marginal agility, elite change of direction, elite jumping with great speed and solid strength. He has the fastest 40-yard dash of all the middle linebackers with a 4.53. We know for sure he has A, man coverage, B, play rec. He has the potential to have A, tackle. He's got hidden dev with 88 speed. Dude is fast. Third round, I'm going to draft this tight end, Ben Sinnott from Kansas State. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. He's a vertical threat guy. 22 years old. He has decent acceleration, decent agility, great change of direction with elite jumping, elite speed, and great strength. He has A, deep route, B, break tackle, B, short route. He has the potential to have A and a few other things. He has normal dev with 87 speed and 92 jumping. Fourth round, I'm going to take this running back, Isaac Guerendo. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Running back from Louisville. He's 6 foot, 221 pounds. He's an elusive back, scheme fit. He is 23 years old, and look at this dude's physical ratings over here. He has elite acceleration, great change of direction, elite jumping, elite speed. Dude ran the fastest 40-yard dash with the 4.37 of all the running backs. And we know for sure he has B, ball carrier vision, B, break tackle, B, stiff arm with C, trucking. He has normal dev with 95 speed, 96 acceleration. Fifth round, I'm going to draft this defensive end, Brennan Jackson from Washington State. He's 6'4", 264 pounds. He's a speed Russian, scheme fit. He's 23 years old. He has good acceleration, elite change of direction, good jumping with good speed. He has the potential to have A in a lot of things, so I'm just going to take a chance on him as the fifth round. He's got normal dev with 80 speed, 84 acceleration. I simulated the rest of the picks. In the first round, we took wide receiver Malik Nabers from LSU. He's a 79 overall. That's a great pick for number 14 in the first round. 20 years old, hidden dev. He's got 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 83 catching, 82 catching traffic, 80 short route, 80 medium, 84 deep, 86 spectacular catch with 88 agility and 90 jumping. In the second round, I took middle linebacker Edgerrin Cooper from Texas A&M after we traded down with the 49ers from the 14th pick to the 31st pick. He's a 72 overall. He has hidden dev as well. I think it's only right to go ahead and make him a starter. He has 88 speed with 80 tackle, 73 block shed, 84 hit power, 89 acceleration, and he has 78 finesse moves, so the dude has some pretty decent pass rushing ability, and his man coverage is 65. Third round, we drafted tight end Ben Sinnott from Kansas State. He's only a 69 overall with normal dev, so he'll just be a backup for this video. In the fourth round, Isaac Guerendo. He's actually a 72 overall running back. It's actually better than I thought he was going to be. He'll be a good backup. And then pretty much the rest of these guys, computer drafted them all. We got Ainias Smith in the 7th round, wide receiver. He's actually 71 overall from Texas A&M. He just has normal dev. This is the starting lineup for the season. We got Derek Carr at quarterback, 74 overall with star dev. It's basically now or never with him at quarterback. He's going to start regressing heavily after this season in Madden. Alvin Kamara at running back is an 83 overall with star dev. We also got Jamal Williams, the touchdown machine with the formerly Detroit Lions a couple of years ago, led the NFL in rushing touchdowns. 77 overall with star dev. Chris Olave is a number one receiver, 86 overall star dev. Malik Nabers, we drafted him in the first round. He's a 79 overall with hidden dev. He's going to be starting for us on the slot. And then we got Michael Thomas, 79 overall star dev, is our number 2 receiver. Johnson at tight end is a 76 with star. Ramczyk is an 89 with star dev at right tackle. Ruiz 72 with star dev. McCoy 85 with star. Hurst at left guard 73 with normal dev, and then Penning at left tackle is a 72 with star. Defensively, I did forget the biggest name on the entire team, most likely, possibly, for sure. Marshawn Lattimore, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, 92 overall X Factor. He was on the injury report. I did see that earlier and I just completely forgot about it. But he's our number 1 cornerback. Adebo is an 82 overall superstar as a number 2 corner, and then Yadam 76 overall with normal dev in the slot. Tyrann Mathieu at free safety, 88 with star dev. I'm actually going to make Cooper the starting right outside linebacker as a rookie. He's actually a 76 overall. think he was like a 72 at middle linebacker. Yeah, I went ahead and moved him to right outside linebacker, so he'll start over Dotson. We got Davis at middle linebacker, 88 with star Dev. He's been one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL for a while now, but he's getting up there in age, so he's going to start regressing heavily. And then we got Werner as our other outside linebacker, 76 overall with normal Dev. And I did forget to move Uche to right end, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. At strong safety, we got May. He's an 80 overall with star Dev. I moved Uche to defensive end. He's a 75 with star. We got Grover Stewart in free agency, defensive tackle. He's our number 1 guy, 83 overall with star Dev. Brian Bresee, 74 overall with normal Dev. And then we got Granderson as our other defensive end, 79 with star Dev. For our season goal, I'm setting it as make the playoffs. I think it's a make or break year for Derek Carr at quarterback. If he doesn't make it, then they could potentially move on from him. We're currently at week 6 and things have been going terrible for us. That's why I haven't shown anything to this point. We are 1-4 and we just lost to the Rams, but somehow we got a weekly award. So I'm going to definitely show this win when we got it. It's going to be a Debo, the cornerback. He got 2 interceptions in 1 game. Dude is lighting it up still. At the midseason point, we're doing terrible. We're 1-6, last in the division. The Panthers and the Buccaneers are both 3-4, so the rest of the division is terrible as well. Falcons are 1-5. See how we're doing stats-wise here at the midseason point. Derek Carr has 1,200 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 61% completion with the 88 rating. Really not that good. Alvin Kamara is having a decent season, 500 yards, 4.1 per carry with only 3 touchdowns though. Receiving, Chris Olave, 350 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the rookie Malik Nabers has 327 yards with 4 touchdowns. Dude's averaging 18 yards per catch. That's freaking crazy. Defensively, Edgerrin Cooper, the rookie, is leading the team in tackles with 53. Davis has the second most. Sacks wise, we're getting no pressure over here. Uche 1.5, Werner 1.5. Terrible. Adebo has 2 interceptions. We saw he got that in 1 game. We're at week 12 and we're 3-7, but the good news is the leader of our division is 4-6, so everyone is just terrible. We got a weekly award here. We just beat the Panthers 28-21, so I wanted to check this out. And it is Demario Davis, the 35-year-old middle linebacker. I don't think he's 35. I think he's really like 33 or 34. He had 6 tackles and 1 interception. I did guess his age right. He actually is 35 years old. We're at week 18, 1 more regular season game to go. We're currently 5-11, so we're not making it to the playoffs, but we did get a weekly award here. We just beat the Giants 27-22. Definitely had to show this because nothing else worth showing. And Marshawn Lattimore had 3 interceptions in 1 game with 1 touchdown. So it looks like he single-handedly won the game for us. End of the regular season, we finished 6-11, and that was good enough to be second in the division. The Falcons won the division with a 7-10 record and are making it to the playoffs. That is incredibly terrible, historically bad. The Panthers went 6-11 and the Buccaneers went 5-12. Let's check out the season stats here. Derek Carr, 28th in passing yards, 22nd. Oh, he has 22 passing touchdowns. I'm at 16th in the NFL. Defensively, we're ranked 19th. Derek Carr, 2,900 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 65% completion with the 97 rating. He must have had a better second half because he only had like an 85 rating, I think, or 88 rating in the first half of the season. Alvin Kamara, 1,300 yards rushing, 4 yards per carry with 6 touchdowns. Dude had 341 carries. That's a big workload for him. Jamal Williams, a touchdown machine, had 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Chris Olave had the most yards, 754 with 6 touchdowns. The rookie Malik Nabers almost had 600 yards with 7 touchdowns. Tight end Juwan Johnson, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns. A.T. Perry, 430 yards, 4 touchdowns. Michael Thomas only had 28 catches for 291 yards with 0 touchdowns. How many games did this dude play in? 12? He missed 5 games with injury. Go figure. Defensively, Demario Davis led the team in tackles with 111. The rookie Edgerrin Cooper had 84, second most on the team. Kalen Saunders had 16 tackles for loss. Grover Stewart had 14 interceptions. Carl Granderson led the entire team with 3 sacks. That is terrible. Josh Uche, 2.5. Pete Werner had 2.5. I don't know how you say this dude's name. 2 sacks. Stewart had 1. Davis had 1. Bresee had 1. Marshawn Lattimore had 4 interceptions for the whole season, and he had 3 in 1 game. Warner had 2, Matthew had 2, Dotson had 2, Adebo had 2, and he had those 2 in one game. Davis had 1. The Ravens beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl 24-14. Lamar Jackson won Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow won MVP of the regular season with the Bengals. Mike McCarthy won Coach of the Year with the Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor won Offensive Player of the Year with the Colts. Aaron Donald won Defensive Player of the Year with the Rams. Caleb Williams won Offensive Rookie of the Year with the Commanders. Jared Verse won Defensive Rookie of the Year with the Cardinals. This is what the final team is looking like. We got a lot of players with negative morale, dragging them down like -1, -2. Derek Carr is down to a 71 overall with normal div. At this point, I would assume that he'd probably be done. Kamara is an 81 with star. Jamal Williams is down to a 73 and he lost his star div. He's at normal div. Chris Olave is 85 with star. Nabers is 81 with star. Michael Thomas 77 with normal div. Penning is a 71 with normal. Hurst is a 71 with normal. McCoy is an 85 with star. Ruiz is a 74 with star. Ramczyk is an 88 with star. Johnson's a 75 with star. Defensively, Grover Stewart's an 81 with star. Uche's a 76 with normal. He did have star, but he dropped. Brissett is a 75 with normal div. Granderson's an 80 with star. Why is he the backup? The heck? That makes no sense at all. Marshawn Lattimore, 92 with X Factor. Yadam is a 76 with normal. Adebo, he did have superstar, but he's down to star div now, 83 overall. May at strong safety is a 78 with normal. He did have star. Warner's down to a 75 with normal. Davis is all the way down to 83. He was at 88 overall. He still has star div. Cooper, 79 overall with star. Tyrann Mathieu down to 84 with star. I truly believe that if the Saints have a season like this, in this coming up real life season, that Derek Carr would definitely be getting moved down from, and they would try to figure out something else at quarterback. And a few other players on this team that are getting up there in age would probably be getting moved on from as well. We did not do good at all, and this division in general is just terrible. I mean, the Falcons won the entire division by going 7-10. That's terrible. That's going to be it for the video. If y'all like what y'all saw, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Say something down in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.